What's going on, everyone? Hope you're all well. So, as most of you may know, there is a Sriracha shortage. Prices are skyrocketing, you could only get one per customer, and it's just impossible to find. You have other brands such as these that just don't cut it. They're not very good. So, we're going to make our own, and it's going to be almost as good, if not better, than the original Sriracha. What we have here are some Red Fresno chilies. You can tell the difference between those and red jalapeños because of the tip of the chili. Red Fresnos have a pointer tip than the red jalapeños do. Red jalapeños are a little bit more round. But anyways, let's get started. What you do is you remove the stems from the Red Fresno chilies. You can leave a little bit of the green husk on. This is actually going to add a little bit more earthiness to your homemade Sriracha. So what we're doing is we are going to take 708 grams of these Red Fresno chilies, and we are going to ferment it with 22 grams of salt and 40 grams of brown sugar. Then we are going to go ahead and peel a whole head of garlic. And sorry for the color distortion. I have no idea what happened. Anyways, we're going to add our garlic to our RoboCoupe. Then we're going to add our chilies to the RoboCoupe as well, along with the sugar, the salt, and we are going to blend it all together. You want to remove the top after you've blended a little bit. This way you could just get the rest of the chilies down in there and make sure they're all pureed really nicely. You don't really want too fine of a puree. You kind of want like a little mash like this. Then once you have it nice and blended, everything's incorporated, take a sterilized mason jar and add everything to the jar. You want to pack this down and make sure that all of it is nice and even and just well into the mason jar. Then be sure to wipe the edge of the mason jar as well. You're going to get the lid and put it on. However, you don't want to put it on there really tight. You want it kind of loose. This way, once it starts fermenting, some of the gases can escape. Make sure you label and date it. This way you know when you started it. And it's going to take about 7 days. But it depends on the temperature of your house. But just be sure to check it daily. Full disclosure, I actually let this ferment for about 7 to 8 days because it wasn't quite ready. But when it is ready, you're going to add everything from your mason jar into a blender and blend it until completely smooth, like such. Once you have a nice puree, you're going to pass it through a chenille and into a pan because we have to cook this and pasteurize it. Make it a little bit more shelf stable and stop the fermentation process. Also, a little secret, I added a little bit of red miso and it came out fantastic. Just look at the color. Then use it as you would sriracha. Right here we have a mortadella katsu sandwich. Maybe that recipe is coming very soon.